Hi, I'm Frank Tanner. You're lucky enough to be watching Music News, and you can and indeed should subscribe right here.
Frank Tanner.
Hello.
Pleasure to meet you again.
Yes, nice to see you, man.
Just played here again at the Courtyard at South by Southwest. Again, almost a veteran. We saw you a few times. Last time at Latitude.
Yeah.
That was a great show.
Yeah, last year South by Southwest nearly killed me. I remember that. I was really ill, and we had 9 million shows every day. And then we had to go to Denver and back in the middle of it, and it was just, it was good, but like there was a moment when it was like, help me, I'm dying. But and now I'm doing it all again.
Exactly.
So.
But I mean, you know, it's like, how did you find it?
That was great. It was fun. I got in yesterday at about 10 PM. When I got to the place I was staying, I realised that my friend Kurt's bar was next door to where we were staying. I dropped him a text. Thanks, man. I dropped him a text, and I thought it'd be rude not to go around and say hi. Went round for one drink, and then like smash cut to 4 AM, and I was like doing rounds of Jaeger bombs and whiskey, and I was absolutely off my nut, totally wasted, and I've been just disastrously hungover all day, and I now kind of feel fine because I've kind of sweated it. A show is very good for getting rid of a hangover. Like you sweat out the evil. So
sauna.
I definitely left some evil on that stage.
Well, I mean, we were looking at luckily from backstage and looking at the audience, and everybody seemed to know the lyrics. You know, so coming to America, getting, you know, just seeing the crowd repeating everything must be a good feeling.
It's a lovely thing, yeah. I mean, America's been good to me, and I'm deeply in love with this country. Like, I think it's funny, like a lot of people from England, you know, I had some slightly kind of armchair anti-American attitudes when I was younger, before I'd ever really been here. The minute I started touring this country properly, and when I say properly, I mean more than just New York and LA, you get to see the country here. It's the greatest country in the world. I love it. Fucking love America. The people here are just so warm, friendly, polite, wonderful. Love it. Well done, America.
Maybe embraced too. And anyway, going back to sort of, you said, you know, new record.
Yes.
Tape Deck Heart's been 2013, 5th album, 6th album.
This album 6, yeah. Basically, I've had a bit of a struggle recording the album. Well, not the actual recording. When we finally got there was great. We did the whole record in 9 days, cut it live. Basically, it's a really raw record. I played electric guitar and quite a lot of the new album, but it took me a long time to kind of find the right way to approach the songs. I went through a couple of producers. Things kept getting delayed and pushed back and moved around, and there were some pretty stressful times in the second half of last year with all that. But it was worth it because I was chasing something, and the key to it was a guy called Butch Walker. Do you know Butch Walker? Yeah. He produced the record. Finally got hold of him, and I kind of wish I'd met him 10 years ago, because he's the perfect producer for me, and he's also a lovely man. He's here somewhere as well, but he's a total star, and the record came out exactly as I wanted it to. So very pleased with it. Great
stuff. And I mean, what's your favourite track on the album as we speak?
On the new album?
Yeah.
That's a very difficult question. Possibly there's a song called Josephine on the new album, which sometimes I write songs which I find it very difficult to explain what they're about, and to me that's a sign of it being a genuine piece of art as opposed to just a sort of like a lyric. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Josephine's a song about, I don't know what it's about, but that song came together very well, I think. I hope people like it.
Great stuff. I mean, thanks a lot for your time. I know you're a busy man.
It's my pleasure.
Like, how many more gigs are you doing?
Well, today I'm going to go and sit in a dark room and cry for the rest of the day. So I'm looking forward to. I'm going to eat pizza and weep. Tomorrow I've got 5 shows maybe? I don't know. First one's at 9 AM, the last one's at midnight. Brilliant. And then I got 1 or 2 on Friday and 1 or 2 on Saturday. And then I'm going home to start another tour.
Yeah.
Because life's too short.
And you mentioned the tattoos that your mum hasn't seen.
She hasn't seen them.
Those are the ones.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with them. They're drawn for me to order. My idea, drawn by a guy called Keenan Nichols from a band called The Architects, and done by my friend Ian from Los Angeles. And I think they're fucking great. But my mum disagrees.
Where's the Texas one?
The Texas one's up here.
Oh yes.
I was as shit-faced as I've ever been in my adult life, and it was about 4 o'clock in the morning, and I was sitting on my friend Derek's kitchen floor, and he was sat on my chest, and I didn't really know what was going on. I was like, what is it? And he gave me a text tattoo, but fuck it, you know, shit happens, then you die.
That's superb. For anyone in the UK, in America, anywhere really, just getting into Frank Turner, what would you say are 3 songs from your whole past that will sum you up?
I'll pick 2 obvious ones and 1 less obvious one. I mean, Recovery is probably the biggest single that I've had, and it's a song that's very close to my heart. It's about a very challenging time in my life, but it came together well. I Still Believe is kind of the song people generally know me for. It's my love song to rock and roll, is how I like to think of it. And then there's a song, the first track on my second record, which I played today, is called I Knew Proof Rock Before I Got Famous, and that was like the first kind of solo song, because I was in bands before, but it was the first solo song where I really felt like I sounded like me, as opposed to sounding like a pastiche of other bands that I liked. And it's about a certain group of people at a certain time in my life that's incredibly important to me, and yeah, it's just still one of my favourite songs ever.
Great stuff. Well, I have to admit, the first time I saw you was at Pop Records. It was a long time ago. You looked as almost a different man. I couldn't believe how tall you were. It was, you know.
Yeah, was the Sleepers for the Week album launch day when I did 4 shows in one day? Was that the one in FOP? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah.
It was a great show, but we had a quick chat outside, and, you know, but from then to now, it must be incredible.
It's been a long road. It's been a great. I mean, I've had a wonderful time. I'm not complaining, and I hope to continue to do so for many years to come. But yeah, it's definitely. I've just actually, funnily enough, I've just finished a book that's getting published in about a week and it's tour memoirs going back to the last show of my old band, so back to 2005 until now. And in kind of writing that book and sort of reading through old show lists and going through old flyers and old blogs and all that kind of thing and thinking about it, yeah, there's a degree to which I feel like I'm a completely different person to who I was when I started all this, which I don't have a problem with at all, because if you do something extreme a lot, it should change you, that's the fucking point. But yeah, there are moments when I think about shows like that show in FOP and I'm like, it feels like it happened to someone else, do you know what I mean? But then I remember that it was me, so fuck it.
Well, anyway, congratulations.
Hey,
thanks a lot.
Thank you, man. Cheers.
Anything else to say to Music News watchers?
Hello. There we go. I'm going to go and cry in a dark room.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Cool. Thanks, man.